Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I have a message for you all today. Stop looking down on others. Stop looking down on others. I titled this message, Stop Trying to Shame People. Stop trying to shame people. Yes. Why would you want to look down on someone else? What do you get out of looking down on someone else? Do it make you feel good about yourself to look down on somebody else? To make other people seem like that they're a sinner or that they're doing wrong? What good comes out of looking down on other people? What good comes out of it? If God can use you, why do you feel that God can't use others just because of their past? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. And you know, another thing is that a lot of times people want to look down on the very ones who are struggling or in the past have struggled with different addictions. Yes, different habits. People tend to want to look down on them, and as though God could not change them, that there's no hope for them. Why do we want to look down on others that is not in the position or the place that we are? That you have been delivered, but some people that you feel like God has not delivered, or in your mind, God ain't gonna deliver. Yeah, it's people who truly believe that ain't nothing God can do with them. Ain't nothing God can do for them. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. I thank you, God, and I thank you for delivering. Yes, I thank you, oh God. I thank you. I thank you. Yes. I have to say this right here. If Jesus could eat with the sinners, he sat with the sinners, he ate with the sinners, he didn't look down on them. He didn't look down on them. He didn't look down on them. Who have you died for to set free? Who have you died for to set free? Think about it and answer that question. Because Jesus had every right to look down on the people he was around and even us. But instead of looking down on us, he chose to lift us up. He chose to love us. And you know what? We should do the same. We should use his example and do the same. And I'm going to tell you, I had a situation to come up. Well, but I met a lady. I didn't know her. Had never met her before. But a friend of mine introduced me to the lady. And the lady, before even asking about the person who she was finna start to talk about, she just went in on them about how this person used to live and how she used to have to get on this person. She never even took the time to say, how was she doing? How was he doing? What state are they in at this time in their life? Never asked any questions. Just went straight in on their past. And see, around me, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. I had to say, wait a minute, hold up. Wait, no. The person that you're talking about, God has saved that person. God has delivered that person. Hold up. Stop. 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 Stop trying to shame people. Stop trying to shame people. And I had to let that lady know that the very person that she was talking about is now a witness for God. Is now a witness for God. And her eyes got so big, because in her mind, God could not use that person. God could not use people like that person. But oh, little did she know. Little did she know. See, when she walked away from me, she walked away with a different mindset. She walked away with a different mindset. Good morning. Good morning. She walked away with a different mindset. That God uses who He chooses to use. And no matter what issues a person have had in the past, I remember Les Brown saying that if a person is no longer doing what they used to do, and you trying to convict somebody on something that they used to do, that person have changed, and they would not do that thing today. That's not their story today. You convicting an innocent man. You convicting an innocent man. People change, y'all. People change. God deliver people. God saves people. Stop trying to shame people. Stop trying to shame people because of their past. Stop trying to shame people because of their past. You have no right. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. We all got a story. We all got a story. But the question is, can you tell your story? I might have to do a video on that. Can you tell your story? Can you tell your story? A lot of times, people won't tell their story. Why? Because of what I'm talking about today. They don't want people to shame them. Or if they're in the ministry, they really don't want people to know. They don't want people to know the hell they went through. They don't want people to know the tears they cried. They don't want people to know how people walked over them, how they mistreated them, how they abused them. They don't want people to know why. Because they feel they'll be put to shame. They don't want people to know. They don't want people to know. They don't want people to know. But I'm going to tell you, for me, in my household, see, God going to get the glory. God going to get the glory. Out of every situation that my family has been through, is going through, or going to go through. And you can write that right there and put it in your book. Right, she said on that day. On this day right here. Yep. That God, He's going to get the glory. I said, Lord, for my marriage, You going to get the glory. Yes. See, some people, they ain't going to talk about the stuff that they don't have to go through. But Christine going to talk about the stuff that she had to go through. Christine going to talk about the stuff that her family had to go through. And sometimes, I'm going to be honest with y'all, sometimes you can't talk about it in that moment. Because sometimes it's the pain. The pain can be a lot. So you hadn't got to that point. You hadn't got deliverance hadn't came in that situation yet. So some things you're still battling with and you're not able to talk about. But as I used to always say, when I worked over at Ford School, I remember Miss Pearl and Miss Clara. And they say, Christine, what's going on? I know you going through something. What's going on? And I would tell them, I can't talk about it right now. I can't talk about it right now. I said, but later on, I said, I'll tell y'all about it, but I can't talk about it right now. So in that moment, it was times I couldn't talk about what I was going through. Even seasons, it was times that I couldn't tell nobody what I was going through. But I'm a witness that, see, I know God will bring you through. And you should be able to tell the world about it. You should be able to tell the world about it. How God brought you through. Yes. Yes. We all got a story to tell, y'all. We all got a story to tell. It's whether you choose to tell it. It's whether you choose to tell it. So before you try to shame somebody, before you try to look down on somebody, you look in that mirror. You look in that mirror. You look in that mirror, and let me tell you something else, y'all. You ain't got no mirror to look in. Cut your phone on. Cut your camera on. And you look at that person that's looking back at you. And see, that's what I learned too. A lot of people now, they ain't finna get in front of no camera. Because what they say, your eyes are the wonder to your soul. You see. You see, and you see what you all about. That's why some people, they ain't gonna get up here and do what I do. Because then they gonna see the truth. They're gonna see the truth about themselves. The truth gonna come out. Yeah. Yeah. So, before you wanna look down on somebody, before you wanna try to shame somebody, look at yourself. Look at yourself. Look back over your life. Look back over your life. Because we all done things. Might not was the same things, but we all done things that was not pleasing in God's eyes. We all done things that said, even if we had to say it up under our breath, God, I need you to help me. I need you to help me. God, I need you to deliver me from this thing. God, it got a stronghold on me. We all done said it. We all done said it. Because we're human. We're human. Stop trying to shame people. Stop trying to shame people. I'm going to read 1 Corinthians, let me see, chapter 1, verses 27. And it says, no, for God selects, deliberately choose what in the world is foolish to put the wise to shame. Did y'all hear that? He said, he chooses, he deliberately chooses what in the world is foolish to put the wise. The wise. He didn't say the dumb. He said the wise to shame. Catch that. Catch that. And what the world called weak to put the strong to shame. He didn't say to put the weak to shame. Catch that. Catch that, somebody. Stop trying to shame people. Stop trying to shame people. Stop trying to shame people. God deliver us, and we think, oh, he can't deliver nobody else. He can't use her. But he using you. But he using you. Because, you know, this video, it gonna get to somebody. It gonna get to some people. It gonna get to some people. And it's some people who need it to hear this message. They needed to hear it. Yeah, he using you. He using you. Because he'll remind you You remember when you first stepped out and answered the call? Do you remember? Do you remember when you first stepped out and answered the call? I'm going to say it again. Stop trying to shame people. Stop trying to shame people because they don't fit your mold. Because they don't fit your mold. Good morning. Stop trying to shame people because they don't fit your mold. Let me tell you, as long as they fit God's mold, that's the key, baby. That's the key. As long as they fit God's mold, that's the key. Your mold don't matter. Your mold don't matter. God's mold do. As long as His mold, the way that you fit His mold, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. It does not matter whether or not that person fit the way that you say that they should fit. Because you try to place them in a box. In your little box. Stop trying to box people in. Stop trying to box people in. Stop trying to box people in. Because that's where you at. And God chooses to put them here. No. God, that's not of God. God did not do that. Why? Because God chose not to take them the way that He took you. Stop trying to shame folks. That's right. Stop. God can use who He chooses to use. And God can use them the way He chooses to use them. You don't have no say-so in the matter. You don't have no say-so in the matter. And I just want to say to the ones that God is using, to the ones that God is using you, you know God has called you. You know God is using you. You and God is the majority. You and God is the majority. Keep your head up. As I always say, keep a smile on your face. Don't you let that know. Don't you let that worry you. Don't you let that stress you. No. What I said in my message yesterday, in the message that God gave me yesterday, that He said He will have you radiant. He'll have you glowing. He will have you beaming. Yeah. He'll have you glowing, gleaming, radiant. Yes. He'll have you set apart. Truly set apart. Because y'all, I'm going to tell you the truth. Truly, you are set apart. He made you unique. You running your own race. You running your own race for Christ. That's when I say stop looking at other people. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Can't nobody do it the way that God gave you to do it. You can't nobody do you like you can do you. You running your own race. You running your own race. Can't nobody do you like you can do you. Just show up and do what God has told you to do. It's right there, y'all. It's right there. You're going to be radiant, baby. They can't put you to shame. You won't be confused. You got to know that. You got to know that. You got to know that. All right, y'all. Think about this message. And if you have to replay it time and time again, replay it till it take root. Stop shaming people. Stop looking down on people. And I have to say this to y'all. The very thing you do to somebody else, it's already been done to you. That's why I walk lightly, honey. I walk lightly. Be careful. Because the very thing that you're doing to somebody else, it's already been done to you. So if I was you, I'd sow good seeds. If I was you, I'd sow good seeds. If I was you, I'd lift people up and not tear them down. If I was you, I'd lift people up and not tear them down or look down on them. I hope you caught that. I hope you caught that. All right, y'all. As I always say, hold your head up. Keep a smile on your face. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning. Keep a smile on your face. And don't you dare let the day end without helping somebody else. Make a difference in somebody else's life. All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.